We're continuing our look at organisational culture, and last week we posed the question, what is it? What is your organisational culture, and what can you do to understand how alive and well your organisational culture is in the business? So we posed the question, what do your employees believe? And one way to do this is to conduct an organisational cultural survey or a staff satisfaction survey to get an indication of what your employees think and give you the reality of where your organisational culture is at. Now with this information you might be posing a question, well, we need to redefine, improve, and we've obviously got to collaborate to get ourselves back on track or improve where we're going. And some of the questions during that process might be, what type of culture do we want? What are the values and behaviours that we need, we must acquire to achieve our overall purpose and strategic objectives? You might ask a question, what behaviours do our managers need to portray and lead by example? It might also be asked, what process do we want our staff to follow when they're faced with challenges or conflict? You might even go a step further and ask questions surrounding how we're going to reward our teams and how we're going to discipline them if things go wrong. So that's the first part of redefinement. And then obviously within that, you also need to think about measures and continuous improvements on how you're going to do that going forward. So we've put this model together to help you do this. And the first one is to say, number one, do our teams understand the shared values and assumptions? So in other words, do they understand the values and the behaviours, why they're there, how they are helping us achieve our long-term objectives as an organisation? Number two is that these are embedded into organisational practices. So they're in your day-to-day processes that represent these shared values and assumptions. They're not just placards on a wall, they're implemented into the business. The third element is that there's evidence in the behaviours of individuals and groups that the values and the behaviours are alive and well, and that's through leadership teams motivating and training them and making sure that that's really clear to them on how they are going to go about it. And then we're looking at visible in the way that work gets done daily, and a great experience here would be from your customers. They're on the receiving end of a really high quality organisational culture, and it's through the practices day to day that these guys do that end up delivering on that result. And then finally at the top of the pyramid here we've got that it's amplified by leaders, and this is an absolutely essential one. I mean, your leaders have to show the way. They have to be leading by example and giving guidance on what is good behaviours to follow and lead accordingly. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this simple model. We've put some more information below the video for you to download, and also contact us if you have any questions in relation to this model. It's something we're deeply passionate about. Thanks for watching.